Good morning. The air feels sweeter, more plump and ripe than usual. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it's almost as if I've jogged up here and I've made my way through a fruit bowl. Oops, accidentally pressed play. Hang on. We are here this morning to run to The Art of Losing by the Anchoress. I've heard a lot of good things about this album, so I'm really excited to run to it. I've heard it's very emotional, so I've treated my heart like a hamstring and I've given it a few extra stretches this morning. Here we go then. All right. And the watch is on, the music's on, and we're off, come on! So we start with Moonrise, Prelude. It's as though you've been invited into your own world. It's very intimate. I can hear the hands on the piano. This first song feels like a series of deep breaths. What a little drum intro! And then that first line, the word ouch. I feel like I've been pulled in close into a world and now she's showing me around outside. You think you've got a monopoly on existential melancholy. What a line, but something tells me we are dealing with more than melancholy. I think we are going to go deeper than that. Oh, hang on, oh fucking hell. Oh, I can feel the tensing of the body there. I feel like we've had the moment of relaxation and now we are becoming streamlined for a very emotional journey indeed. I thought this floor was feeling a bit sticky. They are literally just laying it at the moment, so we're off in a different direction. We've just launched ourselves into that chorus on the exchange. Yes, there's the release. We had the relax, the tension, now the release. We are flying. Just everything on this song, the guitar playing, everything. It's so joyful. You had that drop and there was some kind of, I don't know, something like a news program in the background and it came back in. Yes, I really can't describe how that song, The Exchange, just seemed to appear. So you had these two really gentle, magical songs to start it, and then The Exchange was epic. It was like a massive cruise liner just turning up in the middle of a lake full of pedlos. At the end of The Exchange you've got a return of what sounds like the prelude, but it sounds more cosmic. It sounds more as if it's just covered in moonlight, stardust. Oh yes, this is Show Your Face, and another just pushing intensity. This is just incredible. That line, you've got a nerve to show your face, and the guitar playing on this song, it's just so driving, so confident. Oh, I love it. Oh my word, yes, you got a nerve, and just the drums feel like they're just breaking down, just slowing down. You got the guitars, backing vocals, all just flying, dancing around on top of it. This is amazing. 15 minutes in, right? And we've had, what's going on? This is awesome. We've had like examples of amazing confessional singer-songwriter stuff. Then we have amazing playing. Everything just played perfectly. And then the production in 15 minutes. Just the outro to this song. Yes, give me more. I can listen to this all day. We're on The Art of Losing now, and just this looping bass line, the almost tribal drums. This is perfect for running to. There'll be 3 songs on the bounce now, which would go straight on my running playlist. I am just flying over these little streams. They just seem to be a deliberate holding back before that chorus came in again. I have to jump over another stream. She's saying control yourself in situations like these, and I really am just losing myself in this music. I need to slow it down, get some air. The first part of the album is preparing a man on how to deal with goodbye, and now she's on all farewells should be sudden. This is a moment where it feels to me like she's cut somebody out of her life and she's had to prepare them for that. She's had to prepare the man mentally. Such a powerful message. I think what's incredible so far is that the album started with the idea of the moon rising, and as the songs go on, I'm aware that we are moving through time. I'm intrigued to know what comes after this. She seems to be coming from this point of experience that I don't understand. Like, I could never get there, and I feel like what's maybe cathartic for her is putting something into me. It's making me feel different just listening to it. This is all produced by herself. Now, how the hell someone can produce their own music and get that much emotional impact in their singing? They're in charge of how their voice sounds. Do you know what I mean? So she's recorded this and just judged herself on, yes, that is right, that is the emotional impact I need, and it is flooring me. It is absolutely flooring me. While this album is going on, the moon is getting higher and higher in the sky. I can really sense that movement going throughout the music. Yes, that line, in my mouth, a silver web. I feel like she's connecting herself to the moon, and that connection with the moon makes me think of something that Rebecca Tama says, how when a woman is writing about her pain, it helps her to connect that to the natural world, because the natural world is also suffering and is also sick. So by reaching for the natural world in describing your pain, it's a sense of freedom. You see what's wrong with the world and you can put it right in yourself. I better stop running, so muddy. The vocals on that song, Unravel, I can't describe it. It's as though she was singing inside my head. I think another purpose served by the sense of passing of time throughout the album in connection to the moon rising is a way to look at grief. Grief can lead to lots of other emotions which happen over time. This song, 5 AM, listen to it. I'm not going to talk over it. Wow. It's hard not to get swept up in the emotional intensity of the words in these songs, but what really adds to that is the music and the playing. It is just remarkable on whatever level you look at it. This is just a truly remarkable album, and one that needs to be heard by as many people as possible. We are on the song My Confessor now, and something feels captured here. Something, she has caught the essence of something in the air, and it's making me think of stuff. I need to run it through my brain, and then I'll try to talk to you about it in a bit. Yes, it reminds me of a collection of poetry by the writer Ariana Reyes called The Cow, where she compares the treatment of women in society to how cows are treated in the abattoir. They want the freedom of the world and we deny it them. Instead we feed them the world, we feed them antibiotics, everything to fatten them up for our own pleasure. And she says this amazing thing in her poetry where if you scare a cow, a lot of cortisol is released and it damages the meat, it doesn't make it nice to eat. But she says, what if that fear can be felt in the air from women screaming, women being harassed? What if we can feel that poison in the air? And on this song, My Confessor, with those hard-hitting bits of guitar, it sounds like wailing. It sounds like the crying out of women around the world, and it is making the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. For me, it feels like that society needs to change, but also I think it's just tied in to our approach to making money. Capitalism is just for our own greed. We don't care about the people anything affects. Oh, this album just feels like such a stand-up in defiance to that. Yes, and this song, Playing with the Boys, is what this album has gone through. Being abused and mistreated by men, having to deal with a level of grieving that only women know. They still have to deal with all the shit from abusive, misogynistic men. I think it's wonderful the way she's made such a powerful album, and now she's talking about how the music industry tried to make her change her voice to fit in. It's amazing. It's a proper that to people who try to control her. That was absolutely incredible. What a run, like 11.5 kilometers, really muddy, and it just took me on a very emotional journey, and one which I felt like I was joined by the Anchoress in. It felt as if she'd create this work of art, and while she was like releasing or relaying these emotions, they were then going into you, and it really made me think of the album artwork where you're unsure if she's vomiting out a book or consuming a book. It was like just art seemed to go from her to you, made you feel like you were changing in a way, and the album ending with the moon now has risen. So you start the album with the moon coming up through the sky. It felt like a real album of change, of strength building, and just there were moments there where I just thought, this is what we need. This is the art we need to change the world. It's crazy, absolutely beautiful. I'm a running punk. You should be a running punk too. See you later.